You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Bold and the Beautiful fans. It is Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I have got your Bold and the Beautiful episode information for Wednesday, July 12th, 2023. This is season 36, episode 201. There are two big spoilers, and of course, it's all centering on Hope right now, but there's also some hubris out of Liam that is going to leave him absolutely stunned by what he soon finds out, and we are excited to dig into this with you. But if you haven't already, please reach down and click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our B&B updates, spoilers, news, and more. All right. So I'm going to tell you the two spoilers, and then we're going to dive into the context of these, especially in advance of what we know coming next week. So the first one is the fate of a damaged relationship is in one person's hands. A little enigmatic, but we have a pretty good idea what that's about. And the other one, Hope Logan experiences an awakening. It looks like she's been getting awakened all week long, we have to say. But there's a lot more to think about on this. So this fate of a damaged relationship being in one person's hands. I believe that one person thinks it's in their hands, but I actually don't think that it is. And I believe that one person they are referring to is Liam Spencer, and the damaged relationship is the marriage that he told Hope was over. So Wyatt Spencer has been working on Liam all week long on Mondays and Tuesdays episode, saying true things like, Hope has forgiven you for so much more than this. Wyatt is spot on. And then Hope's brother, RJ Forrester, shows up because last he saw Hope, she was distraught. She wanted to do anything to keep her marriage together, etc., etc. That's not her outlook at the moment, but RJ hasn't gotten the update on what Hope is doing right now. So RJ and Wyatt are kind of tag teaming Liam on Tuesday's episode, and it looks like they have finally broken through to him. And it looks like while Liam is not going to say, I forgive her, I think Liam will concede that he's willing to go back and talk to her. Give her a chance is kind of his outlook. Like, I know the fate of my marriage is in my hands, but I'm going to be, a good person, a bigger person, and I'm going to go over there and I'm going to give Hope a chance to beg me some more. Little does he know, the wife is not waiting at the cabin. So we know that Brooke Logan ends up at Thomas's place on Thursday, July 13th. This episode we're discussing right now is July 12th. I suspect, and I could be wrong, but I suspect that perhaps in the cliffhanger final moments of Wednesday's episode, Brooke might open that door. That's just what I suspect, because a lot of times, you know how Bold works. They will show you a bit of a scene, and then they'll restart it the next day. So I kind of think she might bust in, Hope, and then that's what starts Thursday's episode as well. We'll see if I'm right or not, but what would be really insane is if Liam is with Brooke when she walks in there. Like, if they didn't put it in the promo and they saved it as a savory surprise for fans, and Brooke walks in and says, Hope, and then Liam walks right behind her. What hell? I mean, so the Friday spoilers for Bold say that history repeats itself. That's so vague. It could literally be about anything, because if we know anything about Bold, it's that Bold loves to repeat itself constantly. Plot lines, dialogue, just fans complain about it, but in terms of a more recent repeating itself, they could mean it in terms of Liam seeing Hope with Thomas like he did in Italy, but this time even worse because they're naked and getting busy in the bedroom. So I think that would be fabulous. Maybe Liam shows up at the cabin and willing to talk to her, and Brooke is frantic to find her daughter to facilitate this reunion. Maybe she's got a tracking app on Hope's phone. Maybe she suspects the worst and decides to drive by Thomas's place and then sees Hope's car. I don't know how it's going to happen. I do know that they're using the same exact set for Thomas's house that they used for Katie's house. And they may explain that Thomas is renting the house from Katie. And so that's why Brooke has a key to it that she shouldn't be using, but will, if they even bother to lock the door. But even if the door is unlocked, you shouldn't be walking into other people's houses. I mean, if you walk into like your son or daughter's house, you know, whatever, but that's not her son. She doesn't treat him like even a stepson. She treats him like a piece of garbage, and she has reason to, but I think a lot of people are questioning the motivation for her there. Some people even question whether it might be just one of those false things. And to be fair, Hope does say something to Thomas, like, we should keep this between us for now. So it could be that maybe she has this little flashback of paranoia of Brooke bursting in. I would be so disappointed if it was one of those. But I will say that we do know that Bold likes to be very misleading in its promos, and they have done fantasy sequences as if they were real, many of them around Hope and Thomas's relationship. So we shall see. The second big spoiler for the Wednesday episode is Hope experiences an awakening. So a lot of people think that Thomas is not reformed, that he's still crazy obsessive, but Hope thinks he is awesome. She was even using the L word when they were talking on Tuesday. She said he makes her feel admired, respected, and loved. And she said that she wants a man who wants just her. And she was saying things like, this feels so right, it can't be a mistake. And there was just a whole bunch of love talk. It wasn't just about sex. As a matter of fact, other than her saying, better than I imagined, it was more about feelings and how he makes her feel, and also at the same time about how Liam makes her feel bad sometimes. So she shed her ring, she shed her dress, she has shed her inhibitions. So what else is she going to shed in this awakening? Maybe this awakening refers to her finally coming to the horrible realization that her romantic history with Liam has been less than respectful. I mean, even if you don't want her with Thomas, surely you can see that Liam has been a selfish waffler who's been playing Steffi and Hope against each other for years. I mean, I think that's obvious. I would think that Brooke would even want her out of the situation, except it's a mirror of Brooke's own toxic situation with Taylor and Rich. So, you know, all right, so we're going to talk in 1 second, one little last thought about this awakening of hers. But if you haven't already, please reach down, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our Bold and the Beautiful updates. So Hope wants this new love to be a secret. I believe it's tomorrow's episode where she says, can we just keep this between us for now? And if the scene with Brooke is real, and of course fans are worried that it's a fake, and it could be. That's how Bold operates sometimes. But it's not going to be a secret if Brooke really does burst in, and I'm very interested to see if Brooke walks in at the end of Wednesday's episode. I certainly hope so, but Liam, I think, is going to be feeling generous and magnanimous because he has decided to give his wife a chance to beg him for forgiveness, and maybe he'll say yes, but it's not going to work out that way because she is already got her eye on a new man and is talking about love. So that's what's happening on Wednesday, July 12th, 2023 on Bold and the Beautiful. Stay tuned.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.